Justice believes in rule of law. Chief Justice Tokono ni love letter to Nanado Yonko.
Akuffo FM 92.3.
I think me nyasho se be ya man for one because an appointment Esther me from your friend President Akuffo Addo, and you will not expect her so we could never be anything different from in some okay.
And a way of saying that I thank you.
Oh, that's Alaska and America no. Were you expecting so we could platform because Akuffo Addo I am mother serpent of corruption? Were you expecting that from her?
No.
It's almost impossible. Okay. And the question is she is not a person or judge president for us. You understand that?
Right.
Ghana for now, Omugu gallery no ma Omugina stage in this way no. They have their own judgment about who ma me na nkasa ono ankasa na okasa obi ye human rights your friend is saying champion na se for no ono ankasa people are more gallery no ehwe no. Few days here, few years here, few months you're by Subine near my order people are watching her. Because you see, we live in a country a lot of people are concerned about the way and manner your judicial go about certain things in this country.
That's right.
Makasa, you see the law is at the bosom of the judge. Or based on your discretion, whatever you think is good, and guide you to do whatever that you do. But you see, Nippon so much of my so you can't trace the way and manner they see things. What I say, so perception of individuals and the way they see things, and so it play quite a crucial role. But my catcher says sometimes it is not about sitting at the courtroom. What the horse wake up abututi so now what your judgment about thinking say that is the right way, but it is also incorporating the fact say ruling now what they ban how our people will appreciate it, because the whole essence of justice is to ensure that tranquility will prevail, and that tranquility will not come from the court, it will come from the masses.
That's right.
So judgment must come in a way majority of the people will accept it.
Edified logic.
And the money judgment.
Akuffo FM 92.3.
Say ruling through court to bana the a man for a chimane nchiwashia ne aboa and justice no. And I say assembly no. Or the whole essence of your institute chamber court and as if is to settle nearma the misunderstanding and as if for by them. Alaska. So she is not a good person and as a good judge or Ghana for Nankasa observing the situation from their natural lenses, you know, I'm gonna bet me pass that verdict. Alaska, to be very realistic, say Yakasa will be a human rights champion and as a former. There are a lot of issues that happen to Chrome her. Bet me based on that. Yakasa will be a human rights champion. They've been said you create an environment where the media will be free to operate without hindrance, because that is even a constitutional privilege. Constitution, you know, Edema and some Trojuma and some Trefo, Sabaya me as scrutinize things are happening within government. Sabaya me bring it to bear to your ordinary people. No more what's here, no more generous on making informed decision. Alaska, what has been the relationship between President Akuffo Addo and the media in this country? So, look at the indices in as for index, ratings in as for so far as human rights and those things are concerned. They will tell you, say, today Ghana is a dangerous place to do any proper journalism. If you want to do any proper journalism via Ghana, Ghana is a dangerous place.
As we are doing.
Oh yes. Now let's come in and make a look at the instances many people are falling because they were doing their job. Yes, and I make a say journalism, media work, you know, you cannot always agree with people.
That's right.
But as intellectuals, as civilized people, as people who have decided, say, we will go the democratic way, you know, we try to fine-tune the whole thing. Some may be coexist, some may peace be prevailing, because some may not agree on everything. Then other.
I don't know what say agree about
Alaska, Yanyamwa, ye nipa, and even enter for crano, Obiano Najin. So you cannot agree with me all the time. Ever sana, you are no, yes, I mean, agree. You are a sycophant. Because at some point there should be different ideas and then as for about certain things.
So were you surprised Supreme Court judges of not drink room?
I'm surprised. You saw reaction on social media. What to be that? Because these are learned people. Won't mean can't you answer on about 4-5 consecutive times you go and sit on the bench and all the 7 people on 6 consecutive times will tell you say your friend say unanimous. Adan.
Yentia justice anim ye
Alaska. That is why it generated that particular uproar, no? So say President Akuffo Addo so or say President Akuffo Addo a champion of rule of law. Yen using the media card, no?
Okay.
What has happened to journalists? Now say nsem no sia subsequent development kwan be na yafa so yete kroma Ahmed Swale wu. An event I lead to the death, no? Say your president a serious person. Say or your human right advocate, champion or whatever, no say the whole situation na nke ne. You're closer to that particular matter.
92.3.
Because on TV, people were threatening him, whole lot of stuff. As I'm not bad, they weren't even picked for your friends any investigation. Oh, I'm a swallow wukwa. Anas, I remember ya Anas. Quite a fast on no yen Juma. Ebua Akuffo Addo because all quiet in the debate part to 2016. Okay, I said he will adopt the Anas principle.
That's right.
Anas principle no na ochinchewi Anas na otontos. Alaska. Anas principle no never change. Abra Akuffo Addo came to power. But at the end of the year, Anas. When he caught the president pant down in his maiden investigative piece, he was caught pant down the president with the question infamous expose.
Number 12.
Yes. Since then, Anas, then I know. Krom hakram nyeso na nika ha sei. Na no yese court judge bi write judgment. Na o kan nsam o trofa Anas ho a. Obehu say yes.
I would a person.
Yes. You could see say the whole establishment has gone to work against an individual.
92.3.
No, the whole essence of Anas and what he represents within the Ghanaian political space, has been decimated. You are fragmented into pieces. And
something that the president campaign
yes.
with.
And people don't feel the presence of Anas in our politics because he doesn't feel safe himself. And then he's out there in other jurisdictions doing what he can. But today he has left the shore of this country doing his other stuff because the environment is so hostile, it's so unfriendly. And our president is sitting there. And you tell me Akuffo Addo is Alaska again. For the first time in the history of this country, even Rollins and shut down radio stations. Rollins, one dum radio station. Oh, Abra no kosuno. Peace FM ne Adum FM ne nasefo no were bashing him left, right, center ne nasefo no. Abra mobile. And several other newspaper platforms ne nasefo no. Alaska. But Rollins ekwa no owo soldier background no. Our transit to democracy, no. Some of these things were yet because he felt to say people no deserve a certain room for the other or for alternative views, and these platforms and are called those significant number of people, and they let them exist. Akuffo Addo conveniently, so edundum opposition radio stations. Opposition radio station. This is a man who over the years, are riding on the slot say, or your media champion, whatever.
That's right.
I'm saying slogans in the use in the day. Odum Radio Gold, and the Munti and Timia back beam. And several other radio stations are Odum no chroma. All because they were on his neck, left, right, center. They just cook certain flimsy excuses and then as a forum, Eldundum a man for radio station. That is the champion of rule of law. That's you see, the level of hypocrisy in this country, is staggering, and I bet has been institutionalized.
But one of issues Ghana for raising is the same Supreme Court on the 1st June 2023. Flagging and Nado said, "Quite of us you don't level, unconstitutional."
Alaska.
The same on no man the Supreme Court no.
Alaska. As I'm not buying no beer can be. Yes, we see who can the one narrow the scope. Can say there was a deliberate attempt to launch a mortar attack on the very foundations of our state institutions. Because any
that's right.
Human rights. Several other people. Human rights. You launch a mortar attack on the very foundations of our state institutions. We're not buying any you either go home or we throw you somewhere. Charlotte Dapa di man ko Charlotte say Sisila Dapa nam ho dollar guni dem
Ahoto FM 92.3
Alaska
dollar woman
domlivo issue e kwan e fa so I handle no asem koto president ya nim no ka say o minsan.
That's right.
Alaska governance is supposed to engender trust, inspire confidence. Sabe nipa na omo achire no benya hoto Alaska woni say ko man bia mu a the very reason why a state no enya that opportunity to exist because of say nipa no more form no I will believe trust establishment no more.
Very well.
That is why the last time when I came I told you say the very day that relationship of trust and confidence, so once it's broken, the government is dead and gone. Because there will be chaos, there will be disorder. Everybody will become law unto himself. So you do everything and enact a certain guiding principle. So I've been making sure say that trust and confidence, will be protected, will be safeguarded, so that people will not But Akuffo Addo the all in danger. The prospect of this country. Wow. Alaska, apart from Domlivo issue, electoral commission is another key thing. Apart from Kwai of Asokofa, Charlotte said by, Mame,
Jen
Mensan, the buy.
Niaba.
Alaska, Bosman Asara was brought from University of Ghana. There were a whole lot of conversation around him. People thought that this is a guy from academia. This is a branch out young school. So Anya he will bring certain wisdom to bear.
Ahoto FM 92.3.
Obaye no. I say obi a okwanaju school.
Oh
yes.
Bossman asari.
Oh. I say ye de kania na ye de kire na de anajo. Saturday anajo nkwa na oku school. Because Alaska
adult education.
When offer so okasa no and resonate with the level of thinking. Oh yes, in the level of education I say wenya no and resonate with kwan niam offer so ye niam.
Questionable.
Oh Alaska. Anytime you are want to bia no timu say or live a lot in it wake a give you reason for intellectual people and I say very intelligent people to ponder over say now kwa we are correct there. This is an easy boss. Kasa boom 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 anyhow. Alaska, this is a sensitive institution. You can't just be talking anyhow. Wow. And they were breaking the camel's back. Make us Akuffo Addo yamamboye for no. You cannot accord him just your friend saying privilege na accolade say or a human right whatever and say Alaska so bakaya yet here despite all this doubt a hover around the neutrality and the independence of the electoral commission man for free say Jen Mensa esa Akuffo Addo bottom omu maneuver no and all that you are doing is to attempt to manipulate the elections say you betimi favor no president breaking the camel's back by bringing a known party person, the person of your friend Dr. Apia. I will be a no. Say on Fanameka Electoral Commission when I will know
in charge of IT.
We know be a way man boy for the Biameka, and I'll continue to use this word. We know be a way man boy for not Bonnie wo team now what agenda. Say you sow a seed of violence.
Ahoto FM 92.3.
You will not even think over. So what is somebody or your own known political ties, partisan ties. So they baba say a sensitive institution like the Electoral Commission. Then the matter refers to your friends a Council of State.
That's right.
So you advise the president. The president has taken a decision. People deem say it is absolute nonsense for the president to make such a decision. So as a Council of State, your wise counsel is needed to neutralize that decision, president. I'm making Alaska. What did they tell us?
I'm not saying that.
And say we should focus on the qualification of the man, not his political identity.
That's right.
That is absolute badadash.
That is
Alaska FM 92.3.
That is absolute nonsense. Because you see, in electoral commission, due to the sensitive nature of their job, you cannot look at just qualification alone. The identity, the political colorization of the individual is key.
That's right.
Because if you understand the nature of our politics here, say Obi belonging to a party, they will do everything to ensure that particular party will win. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how committed that particular person is or by a right, the other people will not trust that person. So at the end of the day, you create an institution of doubt.
But we are sitting on the time.
Oh, I'm telling you. I am telling you, sir, Alaska. So, and Sir Ghana going to election as a violence, baba. Akuffo Addo has adequately prepared the ground. I am fertile for electoral violence.
That's right.
And Obia Obena Jin say, "Ya sheshe Petro gu baby and it's just a matter of say,
upper matches.
Because yes, ye bia and why we.
Yes.
Yes. It say what sheshe Petro gu baby. The only thing is say obeso lighter no keke. That is what is left. Because the electoral commission the election, but however fair it is. Every single party be our right to revolt against the decision.
That's right.
Because of the
because what for party for?
Yes.
What interest?
Yes.
Our interest. Idea na econo.
Alaska. And nipa no all yes idea no enya crack it well.
That's right.
This is a mature mind. Wakasa at the political fringe for several years.
That's right.
Obikasa one mature to become a president. And he's the one taking such infantile political decisions, such dangerous and reckless political decisions.
So
I want the potential to destroy this particular country, to set this country ablaze, to set this country on fire.
And everybody's quiet.
Everybody's quiet. Because the very people who are supposed to advise and counsel the president on that particular decision of what taking, they are the very people who are aiding and abetting him. So today he feels comfortable say the inclusion of a non-party person into the hub of the electoral commission is normal. Charlie, forget about his identity and focus on his credentials. So today, and I'm say Samahama when the 2020 elections is also appointed as electoral commissioner boss. Is somebody going to complain in this country?
Presidents.
So Alaska, that's what I'm saying is the insincerity, the joke, the level of hypocrisy in this country is staggering. And you have a group called Peace Council.
That's right. And you know about my room,
say recently, I want to say, political actors should be very careful going into this elections. They must be peace.
That's right. And the chaos, remember.
Alaska,
risky.
I have told you, sir. Alaska, peace that is built on injustice is violence in postponement.
Peace that is built on injustice.
I will build the peace on injustice. A war and our postponing. You have done nothing.
Wow. Akuffo FM 92.3.
Alaska, and baby, I have three. Set money, say wohoy. So best sirim, wabumi kwasia sisirime, and then can you be?
Hey!
Oh, yes.
Baby, I do not know.
Oh, me, that's Arametio.
What
you sisirime? Like, but if you take me for a fool, who say, Obibet me in a way, but when the person take you for a fool, when it ya no bua.
Because Ivan, come to think of this, electoral commission, or your registration. Omati say machines are yet register yera.
Yeah.
And raise concern wababe saying no credit. Later no be G2 sayera. Peace Council some pump peace on my
Alaska. Bossman Asaro said we a political party, and he was referring to the NDC say when you're serious and I was gonna say electoral commission bet to me we are elections.
That's right.
And I make as I am so quite just school. What the Canadian children are there.
Oh, but you're village. Maybe say me.
Oh, no. I mean, I the Canadians here. Okay. I'm talking about a doctor at his level. All the bubbles here. And yes, Saturday, and I just am making you. It's an analogy na make and to you know who question you understand what I mean.
Right.
Alaska. Electoral violence in West Africa. Go and look at the number of research on the topic, and go and look at why those countries went to war. Why the country no elusive peace forever.
92.3.
Go and read around why Oko Ngurama say binu me Ashabab, Oko binu me we Mugu Ngurama rebels. Alaska, another me catch us say some of the people they call rebels, some were medical doctors.
That's right.
Some were university lecturers. Some were your friends, executive board members. Some were former parliamentarians. But you see, system no sisiro mo duruwabe who said there is no way they can fight the system and win. So they regrouped into that guerrilla kind of warfare, and I'm not buying new shame. That is why almost Professor Tim Wuram Kuretu saw a rebel. Do you know what it takes to do that? Alaska, nipa da sani sa na yete when you oppress people to a certain level, obia wo certain animal way be when there is a beast sitting in every man. Don't press people to their limit. If you push people to their limit, you see the worst in them. Alaska, what was that? Big people who nim nipa omota expose you omopa. Enye ni cooker, na ni security.
That's right.
Enye ni security na ye ni driver. Enye ni driver na ye ni dey.
And the Uber Felicia and then the driver and the girlfriend.
Do you know why those things happen? Because if you go to some of these people, these are people, they treat them like shit. But these are people who play very important role in their lives. And Maka just said, it doesn't matter who your president, Nasa Obi, a gate man. The very moment when no a coming together, no, at that level, no, a two human beings and a machia. So you need to accord that person respect because if a nipa jinechira and respect you, when they come close to you, they see the man in you and they realize that's how we are equal like I am.
That's right.
That's how we are politician. Now people don't know you. The people are far, no, I respect you more than those close. Because when they come to you close, they realize that's how no nipa. But there are very people who thought that Rollins no nipa. But when people come close, they realize so at that point you have a duty to treat them like human beings and treat them like respect. From that point going, they are all mistreat you or more, and you hate and more harbor within them.
That's right.
And the hate never grow to a level. I am not just so exposed to we best show that was all being the driver. The driver to me recording the course and that's for you now. Now I turn the carbon thing.
That's right.
Because of how they treat people. You see. Psychology sometimes it's very interesting. You understand the human dynamics and why people do things that they do. Alaska, that is the point that you could do. So electoral commission and a binding as a foreigner cannot assume say will be a fool.
That's right.
And now you cannot say electoral commission cannot ultimately sign elections. No make say it is not about changing the elections or even creating an impression of doubt around the election enough to cause war. And as a doctor, if you don't know this, I don't know why he trained. Oh yes. Because on say obi dream say electoral commission betimi awiabam and say what dream say we serious. Alaska.
Also di atem.
Me say aura of doubt around the credibility, the integrity and the neutrality of the electoral commission alone no enough to spark war. To spark electoral war. And as if you doubt me, read about research around electoral violence in Africa and you find a subject to say because of the war the electoral commission center no play the SEC baby. We need to be serious. You see, these are people who should assume the role of being intellectuals, being people neutral people. We are going into elections. We need to make sure that stakeholders, will have trust, absolute trust in us, and we will do the right thing. That is what you're supposed to do. You need to be sarcastic in an interview, as you might say, just engender trust, let people trust you so you do the right thing. That is it.
Right.
Alaska. But they have become talkatives. Every day, be about society radio, so Anaba Kuya or Kasa, no yes, or a lawyer. And you see, when they talk, when they speak, you wonder where it is coming from.
That's right.
Yes, Alaska is so frustrating.
What's Akatapori?
Akatapori,
one of
the Akatapori.
Ex-coupist.
Oh, what you say?
Wababa Kasa Akachen Nado say.
Okay.
So, let's listen to you. Let's listen.
You see, some of the intemperate language also of the politicians who doesn't help. You have, if you don't mind me saying it, you have the president saying that he will not hand over. Oh, is it political talk? You see, some of the intemperate language is also a cracking of the joke when he says that he will do everything within his power to make sure that Bawumia wins. And you are a very powerful person. Well, no, I'm just telling you that when you say this sort of thing, and then it turns out that you don't really hand over. Do you get what I'm saying? Let's say that, say that legitimately Bawumia wins. Wouldn't people refer to that? You understand? It doesn't help. And one of his ministers also said a similar thing. Well, did he say that at the time? You see, so basically what I'm saying is, if you want this democracy to last, yeah, you want the middle class to continue enjoying the honeypot that they've got from the 1992 constitution, then bring some decency into your behavior. Otherwise, you hasten is fall.
Akuffo FM 92.3.
Right.
That's exactly the point.
Wey oye soldier ni a oma waye cool.
Yes.
Etu awo kurom hada.
Yeah, my kind of read a lot.
Akatapor so wo so betuma akata obetu jeji obetu akatapor.
Yeah, na minim say other so around.
Pepper cho on otu wheel mu.
Wow.
But once a soldier
is always a soldier. Alaska, you see, this is a profound knowledge, and I'll spit it out there. And I have told you, sir, you see, these people sometimes, you know, these are grown people and crowding the door mutimo.
Akuffo FM 92.3.
Because Alaska, you need to be a kid. You need to be possessing a kid's brain to think, say, the power to decide who become president, you know, and lie right in your bosom.
Exactly.
And you see, this is a very dangerous statement. And I'm saying, say, Akuffo Addo lose 2024 elections now, he will run away like a rat from the Jubilee House. Oh yes, because pressure will be mounting outside. People will want you to leave. And you see, in the past, you know, we've had President Kwadwo Mpianim Kan and one